The question that we've been asked is how do we use uLaw in incognito mode, and what are some of the advantages? Incognito mode, or private mode browsing as it's called in other browsers, is a mode where you don't store cookies, and there are some special advantages of that, and there are some disadvantages as well. To start a browser in incognito mode or private mode, you will click on the file and you will open it in new incognito mode. You could also do that by clicking on the triple dot here and opening it in new incognito mode. I'll show you a similar example in Safari. So in Safari, you would actually click on File and say New Private Window. As you see, when you enable private window, it'll tell you that, hey, this is in private browsing enabled, no cookies are being stored. Similarly, in incognito mode, you will have this similar description with this icon. Now, when you are in private mode and when you go to our website, app.ulawpractice.com, I am going to our staging website, but you would go to your app.ulawpractice.com and you would enter your login ID, your password. The I'm not a robot will generally ask you for these things, because in incognito mode you don't store the cookies, you will always be asked for traffic lights or buses or whatever, you will be asked for those questions. And once you kind of verify it, right, and you get the symbol and you can log in. That's the only disadvantage of using incognito mode, is because every time you go there, you'll be prompted for that I'm not a robot thing. But once you land onto uLaw, okay, everything is identical between private browsing and non-private browsing. So let me now enter into uLaw and show you how to use Google Drive or OneDrive or whatever documentation management you use, and why should you use it in incognito mode. Now, when you are in Matter and when you click document, because you have chosen to go into incognito mode, you will have to authorize your sign in into Drive every time. And this is good because, as you saw a second ago, it showed me all the accounts that I had, and it would auto authorize if you are not in incognito mode. But now you're forced to authorize, so you'll choose the right account. I'll choose this info account, and then obviously I need to enter the password. I'll enter the password and authorize it. Now, once you have authorized, it will allow you to now refresh. Okay, and now what will happen is you can just open another tab which is in private browsing and just say drive.google.com, and you will be able to go to your Drive. You can just say, hey, go to my Drive, and and start using it straight from there. Okay, now I'm going to show you that this Drive, which is basically Matter A164, where is it? So you just go into uLaw Practice, go into Matter, and right there, A164 72 is right there. So I can just go into that directory. Now, anything that I drop there, right, will be now visible in uLaw. Let's say I take this this CSV file, and I go ahead and just drop it into uLaw. It's now available in Google Drive. If I come back here and just do a refresh, it will be available here too. Let me do the campaign. I'm going to drop another file. Let's say this PNG file. If I just drop it, right, all I need to do is just go there and drop it. And you see, as you saw, as soon as I hit refresh, the files are there. I'm going to do it again. Go into my Google Drive. I drag and drop a particular document. I should wait for it to actually update here. The minute it is here, if I go back to my uLaw and I hit the refresh button, right, you will see that all three files are there. Now, I could open the file directly from uLaw. I could just say, hey, click on the settlement statement. It'll open it in Google Drive for me. Okay, but uploading has to be always done in the Google Drive. And the minute I do it, I can actually, for example, I can even open it here. If I open the file here, it'll be right here. But you can also open it and manage it from uLaw by just clicking on it. So again, when you go into Matter and you click on authorize for the first time, you will be asked to enter your Google Drive information and the password. Go ahead and do that, and once you do that, it'll be there. Now I'm going to show you another example. I'm going to change to set the Adam Whitmore Matter, right? I'm going to do a refresh button and it's going to say no, so that's AW733. So let me go back to my Google Drive, right? And when I go back to my Google Drive, I go to Matter. AW733 is the Matter. I need to find, here it is. I go there, it's empty. Here also I do a refresh. You see it's empty. Go back here and I'm going to now create this new document called contact samples. I put it, drop it here. The minute I drop it here and you see it here, you can actually edit it here. You can just say click here and here it is. You can actually edit it here. But if you go back to uLaw and you hit on the refresh button, right, you should see it here. And you see, here you go. Okay. So again, my first example, like, I showed you that, there were 3 files that were there here, right? And in the second example, we showed you that we dropped 1 file. Always remember, uploading has to be done in the Google Drive, and then you can actually visualize it here. And to access Drive, all you do is just open a new tab, right? And you just say drive.google.com. You're still in private browsing mode, right? Because of that, you just need to, just authorize yourself, and you have to do this only once, and then you will see that under uLaw practice there'll be 2 directories, accounts and matters, but you need to go into matters and you choose your right matter. The file numbers are what that matter actually, and once you go there, you will see all your files, and that's how you manage them. So now under each matter you have all of that. Now when you click on the matter, right, on that file, you can also find more information about it. You can say view details, and it'll give you what kind of a document, when was it created, and all that information. That's activity. Here it tells you hey, the name of the matter, it's paralegal where, and all that details. For example, this one, it'll tell you it's a small claims fence issue, and it is a small claims fence issue. So the matter details can always be accessed here. There's an activity report that Google always gives you. What are the documents that are there? When was it created? How was it? What was done? So exactly who did what. So so that can be achieved. So Google Drive or any OneDrive, it's all the same thing. You could use it, but remember, in incognito mode, you need to authorize it once, and then keep refreshing, and then drag and drop it here, and then work off stuff here.